Imagine you shut the door of your house and went to sleep. Everything is normal, but you wake up in the morning and find the house is fine, the door is locked, but the man is not there. No sign, no sound, as if he was never there. Today's story is about just such a man, Daniel Carter, who disappears from the world overnight without explanation. A bone-chilling cold night in January 2015, a small, quiet town in Colorado covered in snow, the streets almost empty and an eerie silence in the air. Amid that silence, Daniel Carter, a 34-year-old ordinary man, was sitting alone in his small house. It was below zero outside, but inside the room was warm, half-eaten coffee on the table, an old show on the TV softly, and her phone by the couch. Everything was perfectly normal, at least it seemed so from the outside. Daniel's life was simple. He worked at a local garage, didn't have many friends, and kept to himself. Neighbors knew him as a quiet, gentle man. There was no trouble with anyone, and no one ever noticed any strange behavior. But that night, everything changed. Just as the clock struck 11:47 p.m., his phone suddenly rang. The ringtone sounded unusually loud in the quiet room. Daniel stared at the phone for a while. There was no name on the screen, just an unknown number. He slowly picked up the phone, listened in silence for a moment, then said very briefly, "I'm coming." These two words were the last known words of his life. After hanging up, Daniel quickly stood up. There was a slight restlessness on his face, as if he had made an important decision. He pulled out a thick jacket from the closet, hurriedly put it on. Surprisingly, he left his wallet, phone, everything on the table. He didn't even take the car key that was placed next to the door, like he was getting somewhere too close or in too high of a hurry. He opened the door and went out, and then he never came back. The next morning, Daniel's sister calls him to find his phone left at home. The door was not locked from the inside, but everything was fine inside the room. No sign of a struggle, nothing overturned, as if someone had come quietly taken him, or he himself had disappeared. Police quickly reached the spot. They searched the entire house, every room, every corner, even the snow outside the house, but strangely, no footprints were found in front of or around the house. There should have been his shoe prints on the snow, but nothing. It was as if he had disappeared without even setting foot on the ground. Investigators began collecting all CCTV footage from the vicinity. After hours of searching, Daniel was finally spotted on camera at a nearby gas station. 11:53 p.m. He is walking alone on the road. His head is down, his hands are in his pockets, and his pace is a little faster than usual. But this is where the story gets even scarier. After only a few minutes, Daniel suddenly disappears from the camera frame. No car stopped, no one approached him, he didn't run, he just was and then wasn't. The police cordoned off the place and searched the area, but there is no evidence, no car tire marks, no signs of a fight, absolutely nothing. Investigators then checked phone records. They found out that the call that night came from a number, but that number could not be traced. That number also does not exist in the telecom company's database, as if it never existed. The incident gradually spread in the media. From local newspapers to national television, news of Daniel's mysterious disappearance began to appear everywhere. People began to offer different theories, some abducted, some a voluntary escape, and others hypothesized something even stranger, like something paranormal. But every theory comes to a halt at some point because there is no evidence. An investigator later said in an interview, "I've seen many cases in my career, but never a case where a man disappears like that, without a trace." Days passed, weeks and months pass. Winter ends and spring comes. The snow melts, but Daniel is nowhere to be found. His house lays the same, as if he would return at any moment and open the door, but he never came back. Years have passed. The case still remains on file as unsolved. Sometimes a new investigation is started, a new search is conducted, but the result is the same: zero. What really happened that night? Who called him? Why did he leave in such a hurry? And the biggest question, where is he now? Maybe someday this mystery will be solved, or maybe Daniel Carter is lost forever in the darkness.